Hi YouTube. It's finally warming up, so that's good. It's been so cold here. But I was just watching a video where they were talking about um, black holes having a singularity, or at least they mentioned it. But reality is that's not actually known. Okay, I had good discussion with ChatGPT about black holes. At least my theories and well, not they're not theories; they're just my guesses. Not even a hypotheses at this point in time, because that would require that multiple scientists on multiple different levels agreed on certain things that at least give it credence. So yes. Um, okay, so what ChatGPT sort of suggested that is known about a black hole is basically that it's it's like nothing. It's like a void. It's like a great big void in space. Like you kind of just like falling into it's kind of like you just you just kind of do like it's like so there's no object, even though I was debating to sort of say, look, if it has mass, like if it's got a gravity field, then it has mass, so therefore it must have like something there, like even just a giant iron ball or something, there has to be some physical thing there, right? Because you can't generate a gravity with nothing. Like even gas clouds that form stars and that they have a gravity, right? So there has to be a gravity. So to say there's no gravity it doesn't make sense. So it'd like to sort of say like nothing there, but then it has like the strongest rotational speed of anything in the universe, and which is determined by mass, by the way. Like the bigger the object, the faster it spins. I don't know how that works exactly. Um, yeah, they're very confusing. All right, like they yes, I would say black holes definitely defy the laws of physics. I think you can throw the physics book right out the window, because they don't follow the rules of thermodynamics. That's for sure. Like if you were to apply the standard rule of thumb to all chemical look, and the other thing is that they say like some people say is like uh like okay, they'll say that our universe is not a chemical universe. Well, actually, our universe is 100% a chemical universe. What do you think makes our universe our universe? It follows the rules of chemistry. You could apply the rules of chemistry to anything in the universe, it has to follow it. So, yes, all things want to find balance, right? They all must have like a balance. So, my theory was that when a black hole is drawing uh, matter into it, because it doesn't actually take all matter. Like it doesn't suck everything in, right? Like a lot of the cases it kind of just it chucks it out. It's like getting hit with a tornado or something. Like um it doesn't really, yeah. So look, maybe a tornado isn't actually that bad of an explanation, as they're hollow inside too. But yeah, but look, so sorry, it's so confusing. It's so hard to explain, at least from my perspective. Yeah. So what we say, so what we're saying, there. Think, Stephen, think. Right. Yeah. So when it's drawing matter in, um, it's basically trying to equalize, right? So it's like an atom. Like like if you get a charged particle and then you put it with a negatively charged particle, the two will balance each other out. In this case, I would say it could be applied for the black hole. Like a black hole could be overly positively charged or overly negatively charged in some way. hence their extreme magnetism, by the way, that they have an extremely strong magnetic field, which suggests that there's something very metal inside, very big metal thing, right? Obviously magnetic. So there's that. It'd probably be a liquid, actually, like the planet Jupiter. You know, like Jupiter has like a big magnetic field, and it's also doesn't really have a solid thing. So it could be considered maybe there's a big liquidy thing inside it. I guess maybe I don't know. It's really like it would make some kind of sense, but if it sort of followed the rules of like a planet or something like that, like if it was similar to a planet, like Jupiter, maybe, maybe. I mean, it kind of does and it kind of doesn't. I mean, you got to apply what we know about different things, and yeah, like I said, like you know, our universe is chemical universe, and like a lot of these stuff will always follow the same rules. But yes, no, it is 100% a chemical universe, our universe. That is what our universe is. Like, it is that. It isn't something else, you know? Like, you can't say, oh, yeah, no. That's what our matter of our universe is made out of. It's made of chemicals, right? So, yeah, I mean, look, we don't know the full extent, but basically that's what it is. Anyway, moving on from that. So I was suggesting like that, yeah, like, so I was thinking, originally I was thinking because of the whole magnetism thing, that there was just some sort of, that it was like charged in such a way that it obviously was trying to balance out. So it was overcharged in a certain point, so then it draw whatever the energy it needed to sort of balance itself out. The other interesting fact is that you can steal energy from a black hole, because the more matter you throw at it, the more it slows down. And when you take its rotational speed away, you're essentially taking its energy away. Again, very confusing, because I don't know how you could even do that. Like, in theory, if you made a mini black hole, like, if you made one like, let's say it was 10 atoms across or something, and you just kept throwing matter at it, at what point does it stop spinning and it stop doing energy? Like, is that even possible? Can that even be done? Like, because to make something that small with, you know, that kind of density, it would just kind of just evaporate immediately. Like, there is would be a Roche point where things go critical or something, you know, like where things go to a point and then they cannot be stopped, or it's self-sustaining or whatever. But in this case, it's kind of like, yeah. But look, all I'm saying is it does look, they're interesting, all right? So to me, this is how they appear. They appear as a giant tornado in the universe, right? Like big storms, like a giant tornado-y thing, because apparently there's no center to them. There's no you can just fall into them, right? This is what we're going on with the information we know. They don't appear. They probably don't have a singularity, although they could do, but probably unlikely, because if all black holes had singularities, I mean, it doesn't kind of make sense, if you know what I mean. Like, there can only be one singularity. There can't be multiple, because that doesn't make sense. So if a singularity is the exact energy of the universe, that everything has the exact, it does make sense. So they're highly magnetic, like stupidly magnetic, that they draw lots of things. So they probably have some metally stuff in them. They draw, they spin really, really, really fast, and they strip, with their speed of their spinning, they strip atoms of other nearby objects. And they must follow the laws of chemistry because they don't draw everything in at once like a big vacuum. They just take what they want and then throw the rest out. So they have to follow some rules of chemistry, but they don't follow the rules of thermodynamics by the look of it. So yeah, look, love to hear your thoughts about black holes. All right, so tell us what you think. Obviously, like it's very interesting, right? Like I don't know that any of us can really say we really know for sure because none of us have ever witnessed one, unless you can make one on Earth, like a little tiny one that we can observe. I don't know what you could do to sort of say. I mean, we can do experiments that mimic what they do, but to say that that's what it is, don't know. Don't know. And look, there's a lot of, like, some scientists were saying that they're more egg-shaped. Some were saying that they're round. There was a recent study that sort of suggested that they were smooth. I don't know. Like, because it followed some sort of pattern and some sort of prediction that you could prove that the thing was smooth. So then if it's smooth, then there's something there, right? Smooth or not, there's an object there of some mass. So it has to be an object there. It can't be a smooth nothing. That doesn't make any sense. Again, could be like a tornado though. Anyway. Yeah. Think about it, guys. Peace.